Josh Cohen back here again today. Today we're going to be talking about planning. So the first part of planning is sort of defining the concept that you're looking for. So when you're looking in a certain neighborhood, what kind of product or concept fits well into that neighborhood? What's the typical square footage that you see? Are they 2,500 to 3,000 square foot homes? Are they 4-bedroom and 3-bath? Or are they much larger properties? The biggest mistake that we see daily is people overbuilding or putting the wrong product in a certain neighborhood. So if you're trying to get a 5,500 square foot house in a neighborhood that typically supports 2,500, you're probably going to be hurting or upside down on that property for a long time. So find a concept that fits the neighborhood. That's the first thing. Once you define what that concept looks like, you're going to be looking for an architect or draftsman that knows or has skill in that type of concept of building. There's certain architects out there that are really good with new construction. There's certain architects out there that are really good with renovations, but typically the two areas don't cross. So if you're deciding that you're going to do an extensive renovation or like a pop-top project, make sure that you're hiring someone that is very familiar with that scope of work. The first thing that type of architect will do, or you'll want them to do, is examine the existing structure we talked about in step 1 for you. And in this existing structure, they will draw existing floor plans, existing dimensions, where the stairs go, what the stair rise and runs are. Everything about that existing property will be highlighted in step 2 by an experienced architect with that scope of work. Don't be mistaken, however, an architect is not going to do your due diligence for you. The only thing an architect's going to look at is the building part of the structure. The other stuff that we talked about in due diligence, that is not their responsibility. A lot of people confuse that. If you're not experienced with construction projects, you haven't done a lot of them successfully, and you've not been doing this for 10 plus years, the next step that you should do, and I highly advise you to do this, is get a preliminary concept by this architect done. Get a preliminary concept done and stop there. In the next set of videos that we go through, you'll want to use this preliminary concept to get estimates, get bids, get scopes of work written up. You may pay a little bit more money up front for this in the planning stage, but if you're not experienced, this is the best thing that you can do right now. If you are experienced and you go further, you get an engineer stamp on the drawing and you submit to permit, now you're locked into the project, and if there's unexpected cost along the line that this stamp drawing now cost you more than you thought to build, you're now stuck with it. So I highly encourage you guys, if you're not that experienced, to spend more money up front in the planning phase, because overall it's going to save you money down the line. We'll talk to you soon on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.